Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to this video. So this one is called my favourite horror movie from every year since birth. So basically this is a video that Nightmare Maven did on her channel. Where she went from 1992 to the present day. Me, I'm going from 1991. So, this is all my list. This is all my opinion. I felt like doing a video to it. Also, I believe that this has been like a trend on TikTok as well. So yeah, let's go underway. So starting with the year I was born in, 1991. There were a few horrors out, my top two being The Silence of the Lambs and The People Under the Stairs. But I think I'll go with The Silence of the Lambs because I remember when I was like, 13, still in my teething days of horror fandom, I remember seeing a promo on the TV for this film and having that clip of Hannibal Lecter saying he ate his liver with some fava beans and nice county. Then when he just ended with that just sent shivers down my spine. But of course, I've become immune to all that since then. So yeah, I'll go with The Silence of the Lambs on this one. (1992). So in this one, I've got like two favourites here: Bram Stoker's Dracula. We also had Buffy the Vampire Slayer, not the series, the original film. But I think I'll go with Candyman on this one because looking at it, I just think it's a beautifully made film with its score and its soundtrack, and I really enjoy it. And about 30 years later now, I think it still holds up, with Tony Todd's soothing yet sinister voice and Virginia Madsen playing Helen. So, Candyman. (1993), I feel didn't have a lot of options. I mean, we had like The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I see as both a Christmas and a Halloween movie. There's Hocus Pocus, but I'm gonna go with this one, Leprechaun. I enjoyed that film, Leprechaun, when I watched it. Evil Irish little monster. (1994). So 1994, again I'm going to go with this one, Interview with the Vampire. Yeah, it's a classic. I like the performances in it, good cast. Yeah. 1995. I'm going to go with Species. Alien, body horror, sex, and, the female of the species deadlier than the male. Species. 1996, this is a no-brainer for me. Scream, because as if you know me as well as you do, I always say that this is the horror movie I lost my horror virginity to. Before this, it were all Scooby-Doo and stuff, and Goosebumps and that. But Scream, first real horror I watched, and it will forever hold a place in my heart. So yeah, 1996 Scream. 1997, I'm going to go with I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's just a slasher and it's got like 90s cheese in there. I love it. 1998, I'm going to go with the invasion of the body snatchers of the 90s for this one, because that's what I like to think of it as, the Faculty, where aliens are making an invasion plan by taking over human bodies. With Elijah Wood, Josh Hartnett, some many other supporting cast members in there, including Robert Patrick, T-1000, and all that. And it's directed by Robert Rodriguez. 1999, I'm going to go with the same what Vicky went with in her video, the Blair Witch Project, because when I first watched that, it did kind of leave me spooked. Even though I know it's not real, but it felt real, and people at that time when it came out did think it was real, so yeah, Blair Witch. 2000, Millennium, I'm going to go with Final Destination. This franchise, I feel, had like the unseen enemy of death. And, I mean, some of the deaths in it I find hilarious, particularly in the second movie, but yeah, Final Destination, 2000. 2001, I have a few. I will give a mention to Jason X, like Vicky did in hers. She liked Jason X. I like Jason X. But one I'm going to go with is The Others. Yeah, Nicole Kidman. It has a good twist, which I didn't see coming at that time, but yeah, kind of felt like a bit like Sixth Sense and that. So yeah, The Others. Kind of felt like a bit like Sixth Sense and that. So yeah, The Others. 2002, The Ring. One of those rare American remakes which I do enjoy. I mean, I much prefer the original Ringu, but this too is a good remake as well. And, I enjoy it. I almost went with Queen of the Damned as well. 2003, Wrong Turn. Cannibalistic hillbillies. I enjoy it. Bizarrely, it makes me hungry. 2004, we had quite a lot of good ones. We had Saw, the Underworld franchise began. But one action horror I did enjoy, which I did actually see in the cinemas of that year, was Van Helsing. I'll go with that one, Van Helsing. Dracula, the Wolfman, Frankenstein's monster, Jekyll and Hyde, Van Helsing, fighting them all. Brilliant. 2005, we had again some good ones like Cursed, a werewolf movie from Wes Craven, which I think is very underappreciated. Then there's The Descent. I'm going to go with Hostel. Yeah, starting the torture porn genre, but yeah, I do like this one. 2006, probably the only year where I haven't put any non-English horrors in, and I like The Host. I also like Pan's Labyrinth, but I think I will go with Pan's Labyrinth on this one. It's dark, it's magical, the Goat Man and that, from Guillermo del Toro as well. I mean, the trailer can be misleading given that it was all in English, but we never do see our characters speak in the trailer. 2007, Hatchet. The beginning of that franchise. Victor Crowley, Kane Hodder, back doing what he does best. And I love that each film is a direct continuation of the first three anyway. 2008, The Strangers. Nightmare Maven put it on hers, and I gotta say, It is a film that's unsettling. Not to mention it's based on like true events, and the strangers, like, who are they? What do they want? Why have they broke into their home? And their answer is simply because they're home. That's it. And it happens in broad daylight as well, that scene, showing that not even the daylight can keep the monsters away. Speaking of daylight, 2009. 2009, I'm going to go with Daybreakers. I mean, Friday the 13th had a good remake. I did enjoy that one, but Daybreakers, I feel, is an unappreciated one. Ethan Hawke, Willem Dafoe, Sam Neill, set in a dystopian future where vampires are running low on blood, and they realise they need to bring back the human population in order to survive. 2010. I'm going to go with Insidious, because despite it not really being that scary, that lipstick demon scene always made me jump. At least on the first go. But, yeah, Insidious. 2011, you're next. Good home invasion film, and we get a good final girl that fights back. And I also thought, sinister animal masks. Spooky. 2012, Sinister. I mean, I was on the edge of my seat. I was dreading every jump scare on the first viewing. The sequel, nowhere near as good, but this one, it was good. Directed by future Doctor Strange director Scott Derrickson and starred Ethan Hawke, who have both got together recently for the new one, The Black Phone, which I've yet to see. 2013, I enjoyed Oculus, but I did enjoy the Evil Dead remake a lot more. It had guts, gores and violence, quite laughable in it, but I like that it weren't a full rehash of the original. I mean, we didn't have Ash Williams in it. Well, a brief cameo at least in the after credits. 2014, I got two here. One of them being It Follows, and another one being Clown. Clown I thought was like the Goosebumps The Haunted Mask meets David Cronenberg's The Fly, seeing a man slowly transform into a demonic clown and eating children. But I liked It Follows. Again, it had a good 80s score feel and something that I've not really seen before, where sex is even deadlier by an entity following you. 2015, The Witch. Very slow burn, but it was one of those slow burns where I had to keep watching, and I didn't mind it. Yeah, The Witch. 2016, we had some good ones. We had 31 from Rob Zombie. We had Hush from Mike Flanagan. I'm going to go with Terrifier. Art the Clown, having his own movie after featuring the film All Hallows Eve. And who can forget those graphic kills in that film? 2017, I'm going with Get Out. Jordan Peele stunned everyone. A comedian, a comedic actor and performer, giving us some horror, and now has made himself pretty much well known in the genre, and came back with Us. And then there's the upcoming one, Nope, which I'm eager to see as well. So yeah, Get Out. A lot of messages behind there, a lot of racist tones. Yeah. 2018, it's a tough one because I did enjoy Hereditary from Ari Aster, but I love that we got Halloween. Michael Myers back for a whole new generation. I love that one. I'll probably go with that one. 2019 again. I liked Midsommar from Ari Aster. He made some slow burning films, yet I actually enjoyed watching them. And I did enjoy Midsommar with the whole Wicker Man vibes I got from it. I also loved the Netflix horror The Perfection. That was just brilliant, and I've watched it quite a couple of times. Yeah, not for the the sauce, not just for the saucy scenes, but I actually like the gross out moments as well, particularly with the hand decapitate. Well, not decapitation, the hand with the meat cleaver, the whole twists and turns it makes, how it goes back and quickly explains it all, and that and Alison Williams, I loved her in this film. She was great, and before this I just knew her as her from Get Out. Logan Browning as well, she too was brilliant. 2020, a bit of a shitty year. A lot of films delayed. A lot of films that were due for release at the beginning of the year met their release date. But one I did enjoy was The Invisible Man. Lee Winnell writing and directing, reimagining the classic, and he actually put some good horror vibes in there. Probably the last horror film I saw of that year before the whole lockdown happened. 2021, we had some good ones. I did enjoy the hell out of Halloween Kills. That was brutal. But I'm going to go with Edgar Wright's Last Night in Soho. That was such a great film. Great twists, great soundtrack, great cinematography. Anya Taylor-Joy. That girl, I can't remember the actress's name now, it slipped my mind, but she too was brilliant. Matt Smith, and this was probably the last performance from the late Diana Rigg. So 2021, Last Night in Soho. And we're pretty much up to date now. We're halfway into the year, so we've got about another 6 months to go. But my favourite of this year so far has been X. Yeah, X, where filmmakers go out to make an adult film on some land owned by an old couple, which turn out to be psychos. It's just an enjoyable, fun film that I liked. Mia Goth did a great double performance in that film too, and I could not believe that she played 2 roles in that film. So yeah, that is my favourite film from each year since birth. I mean, you could do your own video if you want. I mean, this isn't any tag video or anything, but yeah, given Nightmare Maven did hers, I felt like I ought to do my own one. So yeah, so you can share in the comments, or check out Nightmare Maven's video too. I'll link that as well down below in the description. So yeah, I've been Random Ross. This has been my favourite horror movie from each year since birth. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description, so feel free to check all that out. I've been Random Ross. Until next time, don't have nightmares.